Much love to every subscriber tapping into our interviews. If you ain't tapping in, you tapping out. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Hit the bell for post notification and hit all. Enjoy the clip, everyone. Jezz Gasoline, you tapped in with PPhilms. What's the word, man?
Glow. What's the word, my boy?
Everything's Gucci. Word. Listen, man, I want to start this off by saying, thank you for coming on my platform and giving me the opportunity to help tell your story, all right?
You know that shit.
Word. So here on PPhilms, we try to help the viewers get to know Jezz Gasoline, the rapper, but also the person, So it might be personal questions, but it's just to let the people that love you and what you represent get the pleasure of getting to know you on a deeper level, all right?
Say that. I fuck with that.
Word, bet. So I know, I know you did a lot of interviews, so I'll try to not ask the same questions as the other, interviewers.
Spice it up a little bit.
Word, but if something is necessary to ask, I will have to ask. You know what I'm saying? Because I usually ask my subscribers. I'll post a picture of the person I'm interviewing and be like, yo, ask them, send in some questions. So some of the questions they ask, I did see that you answered it already, but they probably didn't see. So I might have to ask some questions over again just for them. All right.
Say that. Let's go.
Bet. So I know you speak on this a lot, being from H Block. Explain what that is and why y'all call it H Block.
H Block is basically Hendrix. That's the block I grew up on. I always lived on for me my whole life. This sort of shit, like a lot of the shit that happened, like throughout the music and shit I'm rapping about, like this is where this shit started at. It's like, for me, this is my home base.
Gotcha.
Bet.
And that's in East New York.
That's where we at right now.
Exactly. Word. That's in East New York, right?
Yeah, facts.
Gotcha. A lot of times when I ask people, what it was like growing up in their neighborhood, a lot of them tend to say, my neighborhood's like every other neighborhood. But, I kind of want you to tell me something personal, like what's something you experienced growing up on H Block, that you'll never forget?
We could start like from just, my cousin, like, passing away alone. Like, my cousin died at the corner of the block and shit.
Damn.
You feel me? Word.
Sorry to hear that, bro.
Heavy. For me, I basically was just with him though and shit. Like, I was with him probably like 30 minutes, 25, 30 minutes before he died and shit. But
wow.
He died on that block, you feel me?
Wow.
So that's something that, like, that shit gonna stay with me forever type shit, you feel me?
Yeah.
Other than that, block parties, legendary shit, turn it up, you feel me? Like, the block always been known for, like, that type of block. Like, the hood be lit, like, any block might be lit, you feel me? Type shit, but that block is, like, the main block.
Gotcha.
Come through that shit lit.
That's what's up. Well, first of all, rest in peace to your cousin. Right. Second, how old were you and how old was he when that happened?
This is 2010.
Okay.
He was 18.
Wow.
He was 18. No, he was 18. Yeah, he was 18. I was 16.
Damn. When y'all see things like that happening, like, how does that kind of affect y'all? Whether it be a negative effect or a positive, what does it do to y'all?
It kind of like, it wasn't positive for me until like after, like I had to like grow into like the positivity type shit. Cause in the beginning it was more so negative. You feel me? Like, all the energy was negative. That shit fucked me up. You feel me? It made me not want to do no positive shit. You feel me? You know how I go, type shit. So that shit, that shit still bothered me to the day. But I took that energy and put it into music. You feel me?
Yeah.
Make my music. He was rapping too, so for me.
Wow. What was his name? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I hear you rap about it. Yeah. Or rest in peace, Hot Rod. It's crazy that you say that. Like, in the beginning it was all negative, but then it's now that you're trying to take it and put all of that energy into your music. I don't know if you've seen I think what was it, $1 million worth of Game with Lil Durk, and you seen that part when Wallo was telling him how he forgave his brother's killer?
Yeah.
What did you think about that?
That was a tough, that was some real shit though. That was deep,
Facts. He started crying right there. Yeah.
And that's a whole, for me, grown ass man, for me. So it's like, I could tell like the shit hit him too, for me, type shit. Like, niggas can relate to that. But I mean, I feel like, in those type of situations, it's like, yo, I can't even, for me, I understand how you would feel if you want to go back and get revenge, you feel me, for your brother type shit. Like, anybody should feel like that. But I mean, the message, like, for me, it's definitely a message behind it type shit.
Yeah.
And it looked like Durk was paying attention. Like, he was locked in, like, actually listening to what he was saying. So,
Facts. If, let's say you was in Durk's position and he was asking you that about a family member, you know, like forgiving somebody who did that to a family member of yours. Could you see yourself receiving that message that way, or it's kind of like,
that shit kind of tough.
yeah,
It's kind of tough. I ain't gonna hold you.
Nah, it's a fact. It's a fact. Even me, I didn't know how I felt about it. Like, on one end, I was like, I guess when you forgive the person, it'll put you in a position where you don't want to do anything. But then, kind of, it's like, damn, nigga, I don't know.
Yeah, at the same time, it's like, nah, hell no.
Yeah.
Feel me? I gotta give myself some company or something. Like, then, you know, nowadays you got niggas, you know, niggas just rapping about shit. You feel me? So, you know, that shit is crazy.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother story.
I understand that. You know, you saying that, I would like your perspective on this. You see how Drewski and Gabe from On the Radar was like, they don't really want people, they won't support music that have
drill or some shit.
Yeah, like not so much drill. I think you could do the drill, but you're not dissing the dead or dissing people's gangs. And you know, I would like your opinion on like how you feel about that.
I feel like, you know, they definitely going in the right direction as far as, you know, it's cleaning this shit up, because there's a lot of niggas that's doing this shit that's getting hurt, that's not really like that. Niggas just young, period, you feel me? Type shit. Risking their lives for some clout and shit, but more so, you feel me? On the other hand, it's like, nigga, this shit working for others, you feel me? It's working for people, like, type shit. Them talking and rapping like that could get them out the situation that they in. Or it could get them hurt. Like, it could go either way, you feel me? The shit is a gift and a curse.
Yeah.
But I feel like the message is definitely, like, you feel me? It's definitely deep type shit. That message is important. Like, that shit don't need to be going on type shit. If niggas ain't really on that, or not even if niggas ain't even on that, I'm just speaking for my, you feel me?
Yeah.
Type shit, from my perspective. Like,
yeah.
I honestly feel like a nigga shouldn't be rapping like that if you're not even living like that. But overall, that shit is crazy. Wow.
Yeah. Could you see yourself, let's say, this is a question I've asked certain rappers. I was like, if other people would stop disrespecting the people you love that passed away, or disrespecting your gang, like, maybe they might be talking their shit, but they're not saying your name, saying the people you love name, or saying your gang, could you see yourself doing the same thing?
Yeah, hell yeah. Facts, hell yeah. You definitely could do that.
You know, a lot of people say yeah, but I feel like, but then everyone be like, but they gotta stop. And then the other people be like, but they gotta stop.
He started first. More so, like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm at a point where it's like, I'm not even like responding really to like niggas type shit.
That's what's up.
I ain't even like, I'm off that. Like I said, I grew from type shit. From like before, like I learned a lot of this shit. Gotcha. As I came, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Bad. So one of the questions my subscribers had was asking him about the dynamic in his household. What was his relationship like with his mother, father, brothers, and sisters? So what was that like?
I ain't gonna lie, never, you feel me? Nobody ever asked you that. My pops, you know, my pops wasn't there like in the crib, but my pops would pop out. He'd always pop out, you feel me? Okay. You know, my cousin, it'll be a few of us outside young, you feel me? He'd take us ice cream to the park, shit like that. I remember shit like that, but he wasn't like living in the crib and shit with me, but my mom's was there, you feel me, type shit. I had my brothers. I got 6 brothers.
6 older brothers?
Yeah.
God damn.
My sister.
Wow. Younger?
Nah, older.
Older,
I'm
okay.
the youngest.
Baby.
Oh, you the baby? Oh, wow.
Okay, you feel me? Nobody know that.
That's crazy. Well, what was that like growing up with all them boys in the house? All of y'all live together or what?
Nah, I don't know. You know, like, I mean, in the beginning, you know, it was like that, but also when I got older, like when I was able like to actually do my own shit, come outside, shit, like, nah, I don't know. It was just, you know, it was just me in the crib. All my brothers had left type shit.
Oh, okay.
And then my nephews, you feel me? I got 2 nephews and shit too.
Gotcha.
That more so that I grew up with, like in the household.
Bad. What was like? What was their like? What type of people were they? Like your brothers, sisters, even your pops? You know, like what was it?
My pops always used to say he ain't had no money and shit. Like, yo, I don't got it. You feel me? He passed too. My pops passed. You feel me?
Okay, rest in peace.
But my pops is legendary. My pops was still making babies and shit. Like when my moms, we went to the funeral. That ass, nigga, he had a fucking baby there that was like,
oh snap,
some shit. Like, what the fuck?
Wow.
Fuck, you had a baby, nigga. I didn't even know you had a baby. Type shit. That shit was funny as shit, but
wow.
As far as like the relationship with him, you know, like I definitely remember a lot of things, like, you feel me? Type shit. My mom's, that's my baby.
Yeah.
That's my mom.
It's always like that, word.
Hey, that's my baby, you feel me? my brothers, it was like rocky, you feel me? Some of them used to try to choose my friends, you feel me, type shit. And then you had some of them that used to try to, you know, just more so teach me how to move a smarter way or some shit like that. Like, they understood, like, yo, we can't change the niggas he hang with, or we can't change the shit he doing right now. He already in that shit, you feel me?
Yeah.
But they was in denial, like, you feel me? So it was kind of like split, you feel me? It was kind of like, I had some of my brothers that used to try to be on me on some, like, nigga, you better go to school, or like, feel me, I'ma wire you up type shit.
Yeah.
And I had brothers that, you feel me, that try to just show me how to do the shit that I was doing a little differently. So I don't get caught up with some shit like that. But overall, I fuck with all my brothers, you feel me?
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Do you feel like things would have been a little bit different for you if your father was in the crib as opposed to being there but not really there 24/7?
Nah. Not really. I don't really, feel me?
Gotcha.
I don't really feel like that.
Yeah, bad. You know, what kind of kid was Jezz Gasoline? You know, and when I say that, you know, what was he into? You know, what was you into growing up? Because I know that you wasn't always into music, doing music. Nah, that came later in life.
I mean, I was always into music. Like, I that ass always had some type of, you feel me, like, bop with the music shit. Like, with rapping on fucking beating on the table, beating on, you feel me, whatever. I always was one of the ones out the group that'll spit some high shit, you feel me, type shit. But as far as, like, actually thinking about doing this shit, like, when I get older and all that, like, nah, I ain't think that was gonna happen. But when I was younger, I was more so into, like, you know, just school. Like, I used to like school. School was lit. You feel me? School was lit, word. But school, like, bitches, you feel me? Fucking bitches, shit like that.
You know, what was it? You say
no sports. I ain't really play sports.
Nah, the sports like that.
Nah,
you like
a little bit.
You like the first person that came in and didn't say basketball. Everybody be like basketball. I'm like, I know you was trash, man.
I always was a big fat nigga though.
A word.
I ain't gonna hold you. I used to have a head, but I always had the bitches though. You feel me? Always had the bitches.
I'm weak.
Guys, you know, legendary.
That's what's up, Ben. So, you know, at what age would you say that you started to realize you started to gravitate to the street life, and why do you feel like you did?
I say like around I probably was like 14, 13 type shit. I ain't gonna hold you, but more so, you know, like I was like, like I ain't gonna hold you, like I was on it like then, like shit was like, feel me? We was reckless, you feel me? It wasn't like we didn't have kids, it wasn't like cameras and all this shit. Like how it is now. So it was like shit was crazy, but
he was younger,
like, yeah, he was wild. Definitely like 14, 13, and I say like more so just, you know, the environment, but the environment wasn't strangers. This was all people, like this is family. Like we always had some type of situation, like, you feel me?
Yeah.
In the hood type shit. Niggas had power, so I kind of like, you know, just fell in line type shit. I wasn't a follower. That's another reason why I stuck out type shit and I lasted, you feel me? I lasted long type shit.
Yeah.
I always been smart, you feel me? Been a leader type shit, but I'm always there, like, you feel me? When I need to be there, I'm there.
But you saying, you know, around 13, 14 and y'all was reckless and all that. At that age, I know it's a long time and it's just all in the past and all that. What were some of the things you found yourself doing?
Shit, man. We was out here wilding, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Name it, we was doing it, you feel me? Only thing, like, I wasn't like on some stick up shit. I wasn't robbing people, shit like that, you feel me? But more so, you know, we was chasing ops, going on bang outs, shooting at niggas, stabbing at, you feel me? Stabbing niggas, shit like that, you feel me? Doing crazy wild shit. Yeah. You feel me? Gangbanging, like, we was like, I was into that more than money, like, young. Like, you feel me? It took me, like, I had to go through certain things, you feel me? Type shit.
To realize. You know, it's crazy that you say that, because, later, I also want to talk about that too, dive into that. Like, that statement that you just said, I was more into that than into money. I feel like our people, like respect, rap, and all that.
That's why now I try to, like, I break that down to you feel me, like the youth that I'm around or that I could reach and touch. Like, yo, bro, focus on it, bro. Like, this shit, the niggas that y'all looking and think that's doing that crazy raw shit, trying to get out of that shit. Like, so you don't even gotta do it just to get out. Like, nah, just for me, get money, especially if you don't got beef or none of that shit yet. Like, you take advantage of that.
You know, I remember, I think you was in a Mel's TV interview, and you said how I think your mans had said it, and then you kind of confirmed that, like, at 14, you caught an attempted murder charge.
Facts.
Yeah, and Word. And I'm thinking to myself, nigga, at 14, I'm playing video games, bro. I'm playing like...
At 14, I had 6
Six what?
I had 6 detectives in my house with suits on, 5 in the morning. You were
God
standing
damn.
over me. Yo, get up. Wildin'. For me, mom's in the kitchen crying, all that. For me, well, like I said, you feel me, my mom's my baby, so she always gonna feel like, whatever she was hearing this shit, she always gonna feel like, nah, you feel me?
Yeah.
Nah, hell no type shit. But that time, like, it took, like, that right there was like, wait, hold on.
When she understood what was going on.
They was breaking it down to her, like, man, relax, you feel me? Cause she was wilding out, like, nah, y'all got the wrong person.
Yeah. How long, like, after the situation happened, how long until they came looking for you?
Shit, a few days type shit.
Yeah.
Right? Probably like a few days or a week or some shit.
A week?
Yeah, like a week. For me, not long. It wasn't long type shit.
They said they ain't trying to throw the shit on me.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Was there people like telling or something like that? That's why they, or it was like somebody?
Nah, it wasn't even really nobody telling. That's why he didn't go to jail for it.
Yeah.
Like, that's why it didn't stick.
It didn't stick.
Because most importantly, the nigga who it happened to ain't say nothing.
Wow.
It was just, it was
matters.
obvious. You know what I'm saying? It was obvious because what we were doing already, they was like, in tune with them.
Yeah, they was in
beefing with
tune.
who.
Got
You know what I'm
you.
saying?
So they knew easily, like, all right, let me go.
So who's the main suspect they would think or something?
Like, it's obvious,
People,
like, okay, if something happens to you, we know who it came from.
Who's the potential, whatever.
Got you. Wow, around that time, like, I know you say your mother's crying and all that. Like, what's going through your mind? What's going through your family's mind?
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I already knew the drill as far as, like, like, my mom was already made up. Like, I ain't know nothing to tell type shit.
Yeah.
So, like, for me, I ain't do nothing. So it was like, but at the same time, I was thinking, like, damn, like, nigga, this shit could be for a long time. I could be here for a while, you heard? But
Facts.
I understood at that age. That's what's scary. I knew at that age, like, what I signed up for. Like, nah, I ain't.
Wow.
I don't got nothing to say to y'all guys. You heard? Shit on my way, right? Fucking crossroads, horizons, wherever we going.
Yeah. Wow. It's crazy that you say that, like, I already knew at that age, because most people would be like, yo, a 14-year-old is like a kid, you mad young, but that's an adult decision to make.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because this nigga, it's people out here, I know people out here that made mistakes at that age. You feel me? They try to, like, when they get older, they might change. They might really change. They might turn to a shooter or some shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? Or really be some crazy shit, whatever. But they done made a mistake when they was 13 or 14. They try to use that, you feel me, as far as like, I was young, or like, nah, like, you feel me, I knew then. Like,
Yeah. I mean, do you feel, that's a question I had, bro.
Nah, that's crazy.
Do you feel like somebody 12 years old, right? Like at what age? Because you know how niggas be like, yo, once you in the streets, that's it. What if a nigga in the streets at 10? he gotta hold it down at 10?
He gotta hold that shit down.
Yo, I don't understand it.
Once you, like, for me, once you sign up for it, like, and then you actually moving like that, and you out here like that, you can't, you feel me?
My nigga, there's times I want, at 10 years old, I wanted chicken wings and fried rice. When I bought it, I ended up saying I wanted barbecue sauce, like chicken, like a barbecue chicken. Like, yo, bro.
Normal shit.
Like, yo, at 10 years old, nigga, a 10-year-old's mind is changing so rapidly. It's like, I don't know.
I'm seeing that shit, like, now as I'm getting older. Like I said, I'm coming through seeing that. Like, little shorties coming through, like, nah, what? Like, he turned.
Word.
Like, nah, this is crazy. Like, it's scary a little, but it's like, damn, I mean, like, you can't even, like, the best thing you could do is try to, for me, teach a nigga how to do something differently. Or show. You can't preach, because a lot of them don't want to hear you preaching it. They want you to show it.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yo, I say that all the time. I'm like, kids, even me, when I was younger, I don't care what you're saying, bro. Like, I need to see it.
I gotta see it.
Yeah, so when I be seeing a lot of parents say that, oh, do as I say, not as I do. I'm like, yeah, alright. You see how long that worked?
That shit ain't gonna lie.
Nope.
Yeah, fact.
With that, I got a question. This is a little off topic, but kind of on it. You heard of Popp Hunna, right?
Popp Hunna.
He's Corvette.
Yeah, right.
Alright, so like, basically, he had a situation at 14, and they're saying that it came out years later, and they like, it looks like the whole industry kind of turned their backs on him, saying that he ratted.
Because I kind of don't even really.
I bet. So the situation was he was 14. I guess his man's got into an issue. His man's came to pick him up, But he says it like he didn't know where his mans was bringing him into, and he was never in the streets.
Oh man, he already was, you feel me? He told the police that?
No. He's saying this now, like he's telling the story, because the world is saying he ratted, but he's saying how I ratted when, I guess his mother told him.
That's what he probably told the police. That's what I'm saying.
Yo, chill out, man.
I don't know though. I'm not saying that. I can't speak on this because I really don't know. I'm not really in tune with that shit, with his situation. But it's like,
but like, all right. So I'll say this: what if somebody is not in the streets, right? You're not in the streets at all. You never did nothing. But you 13 years old. Your friend comes knocking on your door, and he's like, "Yo, I'm about to go fight Jeffrey. Can you just take a walk down with me?" And then
he go knock Jeffrey off, some shit like that, or
Jeffrey knock him off. And then they come like, yo, what happened? And you tell, like, is that right?
Yeah, he is right.
But you
at the end of the day, he's a civilian.
Yeah,
so
like
it won't really apply for him, but yeah, it's rotten. Hell yeah, he did some rat shit. He's just
man, I thought
he's a civilian though. Like I wouldn't, like you feel me? I wouldn't want to hurt him or do anything like that to him or anything. It's like, for me, he's a civilian. That's like a mom's motherfucking similar. For me, something similar to that type shit.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's okay for people to do it, but it's like.
It's
like, nigga, you can't be mad if a mom's tell, you feel me, type shit. If she sees something over it, that's why you're not supposed to, you feel me, you talk too much and shit.
Facts. I always say, even I'm driving, I see something happening, my nigga, I just keep driving. I'm not slowing down.
I don't want to know.
Facts. I don't want to know what's going on.
I don't know nothing. Don't tell me nothing. Don't call me, tell me shit. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
That's a fact. I have a question. You know, I be interviewing a lot of these dudes from the Bronx and all of that, and there was a situation, I ain't gonna say any names, but where one person is saying the other person's ratting, whatever the case may be, they fall out. So I asked one of them, you know, if you prove that you wasn't a rat, right? And then and those guys was willing to apologize and be like, yo, bro, my fault. You know, I jumped out the window too soon. Would you accept that apology? You know, and he said, nah, I'm not accepting that. Once you call me that, it was your responsibility to do your due diligence
before you said that. Before you said it out your mouth, for sure. Whoever that is going about it, for me, it sounds like he's going about it the right way.
Yeah. Could you see yourself forgiving somebody that called you a rat, but you wasn't?
I mean, it depends on, you know, some people say shit, a lot of people say shit they don't mean, you feel me? But it's like, we in the street, so if you're a street nigga, I'm definitely holding you accountable to that. Like, you feel me? Like, if you say that, nigga, I'm on that, like, with you. You feel me? Like, you don't play with that, no mook shit, none of that shit like that. You feel me? That's very serious. But as far as, like, you feel me? With that situation, like you said, you were supposed to do that before you even said anything.
Brought it to the table.
So now you trying to say, nah, hell no.
And I say that, too, because I know you had a situation, but you cleared it up. I don't care to get into it.
Nah,
but
I mean, we could talk. Yeah, matter of fact, let's talk about that shit.
Okay, bet. So
let's talk about it.
So I know it happened like 3-4 years ago.
Right.
And they're saying that I guess people made fake paperwork or something. And then
the shit is with that situation.
Yeah, explain that.
Basically, I'm who I am regardless, you feel me? So with GP, niggas is, you feel me? Niggas is gonna make something look like this or make it look like that. A lot of the fans, they not in tune to what's going on or in tune to, they only going on for what they see. Like if they see you put some shit up, some shit like that, they don't, half of these motherfuckers don't even know what a jail, like what the shit look like a jail. So they don't know about paperwork, what this supposed to look like and how this what this mean, you feel me?
Yeah.
Long story short though, homie, you feel me, whoever homie is or whatever, I guess he basically baited himself up. And he came through and did some shit allegedly on a fucking block with cameras on it, bro. You heard? Type shit. The nigga went to jail for this shit. And being that he went to jail for the situation, the nigga basically, you feel me? He looked at that like, all right, Jezz Gasoline is the one that got shot in that situation. I'm gonna run with, you feel me? The niggas is telling us some shit like that, you feel me? That shit's crazy, but the shit that was posted now was basically, that was some shit, like, it was a fucking police report. I think it was some shit like that. Like, it was some weird shit. It was a police report, like a cop saying some shit. It was never my name. Like, I ain't even panic. I just knew I had to.
DD5s. It wasn't a handwritten note.
I didn't even really panic, but I knew that, like I said, with their situation, that's some shit that you can't really play with like that.
Yeah.
Especially when you rapping. You feel me? With some music shit. So it's like, I had to clear it up, but in the beginning I was like, niggas know what's up, bro. Like,
Yeah.
come on, boy. Like, nigga, far from a rat, and niggas know.
Got you. Was there anybody?
We don't condone rats. Like, a nigga ratted in my hood that's from here. A nigga ratted, and he's not here no more.
Certified.
He can't be here no more.
Wow.
And he was a gangster, full blown shooter. Niggas know.
Outside
Niggas
before
that,
us.
you feel me? Type shit. He was outside before us, but he's not even good over here no more. You know what I'm trying to say? Ain't no favoritism. Like, once you do that, you out of here. Especially, like I said, if you a street nigga and you being held accountable for that, you out of here.
Nah, I feel you. Damn. So that dude that ratted whatever from this like, as soon as he came home, everybody was just like, yo, bro, you can't.
That situation was like, he told on an indictment, basically.
Got you.
He was telling for about 6 years.
He been telling. We didn't know until niggas started
to
going to trials and shit like that. You feel me? So
when they like do the discovery and all that.
Yeah, exactly. You know, that's the only time a person is entitled to paperwork.
That's another thing. Like, as far as that little situation with me.
So
like,
if the guys ain't never go to trial, he would have been out here telling no more.
I was about to say that. So if it never went to trial, y'all would have never known, right? Oh.
And bro was in the middle of fighting his own shit. That's when bro went.
I had another case. You feel me? I had another case. I had assault. And I was about to come home from the assault. One day they just came, they just rained down on me at court. I'm thinking I'm going home from the courthouse. Niggas came, rearrested me. You know, what the fuck? Like,
wow.
It's that time, you feel me? Like, that niggas been terrorizing the streets. It's that time. Like, locked a few of us up, like 20, 30 of us.
Yeah.
Locked the other side up, you feel me? Some niggas came home, some niggas did. They little bids, you feel me? Type shit.
Yeah.
And some niggas went upstate. But what I was gonna say though is, basically with that situation with me, niggas that notice like jails and shit like that, niggas know that was some bullshit. If you was to go and look at that, it's some bullshit.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? I just want my reason to explain was for my fans.
You did mention the assault charge, the indictment and everything. And then the one story that messed my head up, I was like, bro, what? When you say you was facing 30 years.
Facts.
Bro, how old are you?
Shit, this wasn't too long ago. This is right before. This is a little bit before Big Ops. Well,
oh wow!
Yeah, I came home and made Big Ops off of that.
Got you. And Big Ops dropped what, like 4 or 5 years ago?
That was like 2016.
2016?
That was 2016. So this was probably like 2015, probably.
Okay.
Like 2015 type shit.
Bet.
But word have I got locked up for some. It was a crazy case. It was like some fucking home invasion, assault, some crazy shit. But
yeah,
with my motherfucking record. The way my record is set up from just childhood shit, you were alone type shit, that the shit was just looking nasty for me. The judge was trying to give me the maximum on every charge that I was getting charged with. When you go to trial, you could blow trial and the judge could still give you whatever they want to give you.
Facts.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you could blow trial for a murder and the judge could be like, well, I'm only giving him 10 years.
Yeah, and she could go all the way to max. Yeah.
That bitch was like, yeah, she's a bitch. That bitch was like, yo, I'm looking to give you the maximum for those charges if you don't cop out to what we trying to give you right now. Like,
which was, I think you said 12 years or something?
Yeah. It was 12, then 6.
Okay.
It was 12 the whole time I was sitting in jail, it was 12, you feel me?
Gotcha.
So I was going to court 12 years. Then when I went to pre-trial, they went to 6.
Okay.
I was going to take the 6. You feel me?
Yeah.
And niggas was like, nah, feel me? I was wilding with the lawyer. I had to pay lawyers, but I was just wilding. I don't know. That situation is just scary to be in. Like,
absolutely, man.
Like, you feel me? That's your life. Like, that shit crazy. So, last minute, I kind of was like punking out a little. You feel me?
You was about to take the 6?
Hell yeah. My lawyer was like, nah, hell no. We did not come this far. We got them. Trust me.
What made him feel so comfortable to take that route? Cause like you said, I think I'd have been like, yo, might just take this 6.
Yeah. I had a little bit of time in him. Like, yo, I'm telling him the whole gameplay. He like, nah, you serious about this? Like, you thought about them? Like, yeah, bro. Like, hell yeah.
So what made him feel comfortable to take it to trial?
It was more so like the fact that it wasn't like, a lot of stuff wasn't credible as far as on the person that was snitching and, you feel me, type shit. Like, he had a lot of shit. I had a private investigator. You feel me? And the private investigator was getting in the person that was snitching ass, you feel me, type shit.
Oh shit.
And they brought some dirt up on him, and then when he came to the stand and all that.
Wow, he actually came through. He had to, right?
I didn't think he was going. For me, the whole time I was in jail, he was, telling people, people was more so just hollering at him like, yo, you know him, you watched him grow up, you feel me?
Yeah.
You know what he got going on, just, feel me? Leave it alone, and son was acting like he was gonna keep it in the street. the whole time keeping niggas off his back. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then when I went to trial, the nigga was there. That was there.
Wow. I got so many questions.
He was there for that shit.
Alright. How much time was he facing that he was willing to tarnish his street cred?
He wasn't facing no time. He was the victim.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, he was the victim type shit.
Okay.
It was more so like, how could I say? It was more so like a situation where I thought he was a nigga that was gonna keep something in the streets, shit like that.
Got you. And he didn't want to take it that route.
That's a message. That's another thing what I tell the young niggas. Like, you feel me? That's another thing you gotta be careful. Like, niggas is real life telling out here.
Yeah.
For real. Like, full blown going the whole way.
Yeah.
Send you to jail. You don't want that.
Yeah, that's
and
crazy.
Just cause a nigga look like you feel me? He's shooting niggas, or even if he is shooting niggas, you feel me? Niggas
you never know.
Tell.
Wow. Wow. Throughout that whole trial, how much did you spend for your freedom?
What you mean as far as like bread
like
or time? Like,
bread. Like how much were you?
Shit,
Yeah.
I don't even know. A lot.
Is it? Could you say over 10,000?
Yeah, probably have it because my lawyer loan was probably shit. Damn near that. 10,000. Have it. That shit ain't cheap. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You gotta have money for cases and shit. Like catching cases, gun cases, whatever. How that bread.
Wow. Wow. So now it goes to trial, right? Do y'all pick the jurors? Like the jurors, like
yeah. That was another thing that was like all this shit was new. It was my first time.
Yeah.
So,
they give you that option, or is your lawyer doing that?
Me and my lawyer.
Got you.
We more so sitting there. You feel me? You know, he's the mouthpiece no more. Feel me? So he's the one that's basically speaking. You feel me? Me and him pick.
Yeah. Now, like, how y'all even go about picking them? Is it like, all right, let me get this black mother, cause she gonna understand me?
Go like that. That's the crazy part, because it do kind of go like that. Like it do kind of go as far as like you aim for that. Like it's not wrong. Like you're not wrong for it. You know how you would think like, nah, they gonna be on me if I pick straight. Nah, that's okay to do that.
I'm picking black and brown. Like, yo, listen, auntie, you know you ain't gonna send me away.
I look like that. I look like that when you drunk off the beds, auntie.
Oh, man.
As far as like with that shit, that shit was crazy. That shit was scary. We actually picked them, and the whole like process of elimination was funny as hell. Like that's kind of like brought like sense of humor to the situation. You
okay.
Because you had people that. Now I understand, like I said, I go through certain situations, and that's what make me, I start understanding things, and I learn from type shit. I learn from my experiences and shit. One of the people was on there, basically, he didn't want to be there at all. He was letting it be known he didn't want to be there, but not saying it.
Yeah.
Like, he was just falling asleep, slouching, not paying attention, all types of crazy shit, you feel me? Then they asked one person, like, yo, does this guy, because they'll do some shit like this. So he asked one of the persons like, yo, do this guy look guilty? You feel me? Like some weird shit. Like the shit was crazy. The nigga was like, yeah, Fred. Like he was like, yeah, like
to you, about you?
About me, bro.
Nah.
I looked at my lawyer, he like, yo, chill. He not nigga, he not on deck for sure. Trust me. Like he's out of here. That's why he probably did it. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh wow.
Crazy shit. Like I'm talking about like, that shit was crazy, bro.
Got you. How long was that trial? How long did it last?
Probably like 4 or 5 days.
Damn. We always think it's long, like.
No, it could be though. Some people have those type of trials, but my shit was fast and that shit was scary as fuck. You feel me? When he came back, that nigga came like, yo, they ready. I'm like, they ready already?
Yeah,
like,
I'll be like, nah.
He came with a decision. I'm like, damn, you looking at me, he like, yo, bro, I promise you, if we lose, I got you. I'm getting you back on the pill. I'm looking at the nigga like, what? I go, nigga, this is no option. That ain't no option, nigga. You bugging, like, really?
Damn, if he would have said that to me, I'd have probably been like, yo, bro, nah, give me the 6 years and let me go.
It's too late now. They done, you feel me? They done did all the deliberations
and I think they do that intentionally. Like, it's like, you want to go to trial?
Yeah,
Copy.
The
Word.
whole shit is fucked up. The system is foul, bro. That
Damn.
shit is crazy. Because they know a nigga that's not really in the right mind, for me.
Yeah.
At the time, a nigga might take the 6, you feel me? And then at the same time, he could have beat it.
Word, not knowing. Yeah. So tell me what it was like, when you heard them say, not guilty. What was that feeling like?
I had like 4. I think I had 4 or 5. I had like 5 by the time I had 5 in the beginning, like from originally when I got locked up. I had like 5 charges type shit.
Okay. What was the charges?
I I had motherfucking, you know, they put all this stupid extra shit, but I had motherfucking, I had burglary, I had home evasion, I had fucking assault, I had assault with a weapon, some crazy shit. But as I went, the shit started getting knocked down because it was a camera on the scene that kind of actually didn't show me doing shit, but it showed me playing a part, but it didn't show me doing what they was charging me with.
Yeah.
So certain things got knocked down. Like, how the fuck you gonna charge him with this? How is it assault with a deadly weapon if he's the one, he never had a weapon?
He never had a weapon,
so it was like, it kind of like got dropped down and shit, but yeah, I had a few of them, and then as they went though, they was telling me that shit, yo, not guilty. I'm thinking like, yo, the third one, they gonna slap me. The third one, they gonna hit me, like, yo, guilty. So I'm just sitting there just waiting, like, no emotions. I'm just looking at them in their eyes like, oh, y'all niggas don't even know me. I about to be the, you feel me? Y'all got my life and y'all ain't touched it. Word, but God is good though. The niggas not guilty on everything. Word. The judge was even mad. I ain't gonna lie to you.
The judge was mad?
The judge was mad, bro.
You had prior dealings with her or something, or she just looked at your record?
I don't know, bro. I don't know what it was. Yo, it's kind of like that for niggas though. Like when niggas go in there, they be on that. Like they be on weird shit. I don't know what it is, but I don't know how niggas be getting out of jail. Don't know this other shit. They be lucky, but.
Word, bad. Well, you home now, so that's a blessing. Word. So you know when you know, I'm curious. I don't think I've ever heard you speak on when you actually started rapping and how that started for you. Like what made you say, yo, let me start writing some music? You know, how did that start?
My cousin.
Your cousin?
And the niggas he was hanging with and shit, like his little group, you feel me? They was rapping, you feel me? Type shit. They had their little music group and shit. MPG, fucking Street Law Gangsters and shit, you feel me? They had they shit, HBB, like niggas that, feel me, that's in tune to what was going on at that time, they know what I'm talking about. But they was making music, and I used to, you feel me? I used to look up to I still do, you feel me? Look up to my cousin, so I used to want to be around them. I used to want to, you feel me, be there type shit. And I knew, like, they was doing music. And I already, like I said, I already had some type of, you know, little bit of drip with the rap and shit. So when I got old enough, like not even old enough, when I just started like getting involved like on my own, like with my niggas type shit, like in my hood, cause my cousin lived up the hill, you feel me, type shit. So when I started getting involved with my niggas, he started seeing like, oh nah, he, you feel me, little cuz active type shit. He started pulling me up or whatever. And when I pulled up around them, they was older, so they heard me rap. They like, nah, hell no, you nice, nigga. Like, you feel me? Like, you better than us. I'm like, nah, shit was crazy, but definitely around those times, you feel me? It was definitely around those vibes. I'm like, nah, I'm about to start writing.
Gotcha.
I wasn't drill rapping, though.
Yeah? What was you doing, like, more just the hip-hop, gangster rap, melodic? What was it?
It was more like a melodic. It was mix. I had a mix. Or I was rapping about females, just imagination shit. Like, I'm not imagining Bugatti, so type of shit. It was fire shit, though. Like, you know, young shit, but it was fire.
It was fire, though.
Like, it wasn't, I can't lie, it wasn't like, I wasn't really rapping on some crazy drill shit. Like, but I speak some regular life shit, like, you feel me, like what I'm going through. There might be some violence in there, but it wasn't like, it ain't have none of the drill shit.
Okay, bet. And at that point, are you even planning on taking it serious, or it's kind of just a hobby at the time?
A hobby.
So
I just started taking it serious a few years, like, like 4 years, 3-4 years.
Yeah, you know, and that's what I was gonna ask, you know, because I seen even through all those songs that was doing numbers, from Bag to Go Time, No Twirl Zone, Big Ops, Word, like all those songs, you feel me? Hundreds of thousands of views. I still seen you say you wasn't taking it serious. Why not?
I say that because I ain't have a manager. Like, I was doing all that shit by myself.
Okay.
All that, like I was doing shows, getting booked, all that shit. But I had people that was around me, some people that was around me that was in situations that was around other people. So they, you know, it was kind of like I was going as, like, I was learning as I go. Okay. Type shit by the day, and I definitely felt like I was ahead of my time type shit. Like, ahead of my time.
Yeah, I hear you say that a lot.
Hell yeah, I was ahead of my time, you feel me, type shit. I came through on some raw shit.
Word. You know, you saying that, you know, kind of learning as you go. What are some of the things you feel like you learned going, you know, just being the first person probably in your family to get this far, you know, like I'm sure there's so many mistakes you made, good things you made. What are some of them?
As far as the mistakes or like.
Yeah, it was some of the mistakes and things that you learned positively.
I mean, I learned the business side of this shit, like a lot. You feel me? Type shit. That was one of the main things I was really interested in to learning, because I always knew like, the music is only fucking 80% type shit. Not even 80%, like 20% type
Word,
shit.
probably, yeah.
You feel me? So I always wanted to learn the music shit. I wasn't like, I stopped going to the studio a lot at that time, you feel me, type shit. Because I was more so just living off of my clout, like what was going on.
Gotcha.
You feel me? I was getting shows, booked for shows. You feel me? I ain't stay hungry, but I had music. Like, I had songs, they was in my emails, but I wasn't releasing the songs, none of that, you feel me, type shit. I wasn't going to make new songs. I wasn't going to make a Big Ops Part 3, shit like that. Like, I was, feel me? I was chilling. I was Gucci. Well, I thought I was Gucci.
Yeah. You know,
well, what else? As far as like, what else? I mean, you know, just more so showing love. I show love to a lot of people, you feel me? Like a lot of people at that time, type shit. And I stay humble. Like, I always stay humble, like through the whole shit. Like, I never act differently or act like. And at that time, I was bossing. I'm talking about crazy, like bossing, bro. And I show love, type shit. And I feel like, you know, a lot of people benefited off of me, type shit, you feel me? And I ain't benefit off them, but I don't even care about that shit. But I'm just saying, I just learned shit as I go, like, type shit. Like, yo, I can't even be mad at that. Like, we ain't gonna beef about that. Like, it is what it is, you feel me, type shit.
I feel you.
Well, I learned a lot of shit with this shit, though, bro. Like, this shit is definitely a fucking devious game.
Yeah. You know, even the obstacles, when you say it's a devious game, like, because I found like doing these even I just do interviews, but I find that there's a lot of, I don't know, there's just a lot, everybody's just for themselves, man.
Right.
From what I've seen. Is that something you learned?
Yep. Definitely learned that. Niggas definitely for themselves out here. Some niggas, well, most niggas.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially here, like in this fucking New York shit.
Yeah. Got you. You know, I know you spoke on, I hear a lot of rappers speak on that sometimes, where it's like every time they got locked up, they kind of see the views decrease a little bit. Is that something you seen?
Yeah. Definitely, I seen that. I got locked up right. I won't say when this shit got lit, but like I got locked up around that time for a gun charge, you feel me? So that shit was crazy. Like, and then it's like I said, like I really like was living this shit, like type shit. So it's like, it wasn't none of that, I'm rapping this shit, showing you this, and then I'm going to hide somewhere, type shit. Like, you know what I mean? I'm here, so the police already know who niggas is from, like I said, from childhood shit. So they like, oh, these niggas is, oh, you lit? Like, this nigga is, what? It's him that they, you feel me?
Yeah.
So they was like watching hard type shit, you feel me? I slipped up.
Yeah.
Word, but my little son and all that, feel me? My little man and shit, he took the charge. Well, he didn't take the charge because he got locked up more so in possession, but he went to jail in that situation. He went upstate, but we all went to jail. He went upstate in that situation, but I had a case though, and they was on me. He was taking the charge, and they still was sending my ass to court, like trying to make fucking 3 people take time for you feel me, for homie situation. Like, that shit was crazy. But they wanted me though, like they was like letting it be known, like they had this shit in the news and all that, the news article and all that. Like,
for people who are doing music but they have situations in the streets, like, how do you prevent, like, because I feel like it's enemies on both sides, right? You got the law enforcement, but you also got situations in the streets, but you're trying to be successful. What's the best way of doing that when it's coming from both angles? Pause.
You gotta be good at what you do. Like, word, son. You just gotta be good at this shit. You gotta know, like, you gotta know how to move. Like, you gotta know how to motherfucking shit sacrifices too. You feel me? Type shit. You gotta know how to, nigga, just, I'm moving dolly. You feel me? Type shit. Shit spicy, I'm moving by myself. Or, you feel me? I'ma move like this now. I was moving like that. I'm moving like this. Type shit. But, I feel like shit can happen to anybody. Like, it can happen to anybody type shit. But more so, like, you could stop it from happening. You feel me? You could prevent it type shit. Yeah. Depending on how you move.
You ever consider, like, in that time when you was going through that, did you ever consider moving? Like, literally, like, I'm out of here.
I moved to the next building.
I mean, like, leave Brooklyn, like.
It's real shit. I ain't capping at all. I ain't gonna lie to you.
But why what made you move to the next building, and why did you feel like it was gonna be different?
I mean, it was different.
Like,
I ain't gonna
in a good way?
I mean, yeah, hell yeah. But
Oh,
then
wow.
it got the same shit, you feel me? Like,
Yeah.
shit got, you feel me? You know, that's only but
for so long.
Type shit. But more so, like, I had, like, don't get me wrong, like, I was in Cali for a minute. Like, I went to Cali. I was in Cali for a little while. I was moving around type shit, but more so, I ain't signed a deal, like I said, you feel me? I was more so, I'm still independent, so
Yeah.
I was doing this shit independent. I had label talks and, for me, offers and shit.
Yeah, I seen that, yeah.
But I'm still independent, so I'm still in love with this shit a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like ignorant, you know, people would be like, oh, it's ignorant, but, you know what I mean?
Got you. You know, you bringing up the deal, I seen that you had turned down $1 million, and my question is, why?
Shit, son, that shit, you know, that shit was like, I ain't gonna hold you. I feel like it was good though. I feel like I wasn't ready. Like as far as like, yeah, I feel like as far as like just, you know, having a plan, having a blueprint type shit. But, you know, that's $1 million though. So, you know, niggas would be like, yo.
Yeah.
But I feel like, you know, at that time, I had other people that was around that, you know, that was in my ear that got me to those labels and was like, you know, that shit was just like, it wasn't right. That shit ain't right. You feel me? You could get more bread.
Okay.
I never got offered no more bread. Feel me?
Wow.
From a major label.
Yeah,
I got motherfuckers like came,
production
you know,
deals,
like,
and
distributions, and I could go do shit like that. For me, any day, for me, type shit. Literally, like.
You know how they saying like you said people around you were saying it wasn't good. What was making them say it wasn't good? Cause I feel like I don't know. For me, if I'm living in the trenches.
That's why,
nigga, I'll sign my arm away for $1 million.
It's crazy because look, I dropped a song right on my mixtape, word.
Yeah.
Life Like Mine type shit called Turning, but in the song I basically said some shit like
I see you say you turned down the $1 million in that song. Yeah.
You feel me? And the way I said this shit, I'm saying it like I'm tripping and I got beef stuff. Like, you feel me? Like, cause niggas was on that, like, boy, you better take that $1 million, get the fuck up out of there. You feel me?
Yo, that would have been my mindset.
But at that time, I had the mentality, like, nigga, even when I did hear, like, you feel me, after the niggas that I was around, you feel me, they gave their opinion, you feel me, on the situation and all that, or whatever, I more so, you feel me, looked at it like, nigga, y'all niggas gotta give me more bread, y'all gotta give me a fucking cred for my moms, like, you feel me, I gotta, you feel me, you're not about to just give me $1 million.
Okay.
I don't know. Feel me?
Damn, nigga,
I was thinking, like, as I got where I'm at now, I feel like, I'm thinking like, nah, cause I know formula and blueprint, like shit, I would've took that $1 million and fucking, you know what I mean?
That shit look crazy.
Well, in hindsight, now you like, you would've took the mill, right?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, fact. You know what's crazy? I was listening to Meek Mill speak. He apparently, I don't know if he telling the truth, these is his words. He signed to Rick Ross for $0.
Yeah, I believe that.
But it was like, you know what? If you gonna have me around Drake and you gonna have me around,
that's more so some like more so nigga believing, like really like.
Yeah.
Cause nigga, that shit that's different.
Yeah, $0, son.
That's different.
Bet.
I met another artist, you feel me, type shit like that. I think it was Snap or somebody. They was telling me some shit like that. They was signed to somebody. They like, feel me, not long, but they was in a situation with another artist, and they, feel me, it was on some shit like that. They wasn't trying to give him brag.
Yeah.
It was more so on some shit like, I'm gonna put you around, you know?
Yeah.
But when you living your own life, like, nigga, you have, feel me, nigga might have kids and all that. Like, I mean, I need money. I need this shit now. I can't be going over, you feel me?
That's a fact. Damn, I feel like it's like a, I don't know, catch-22, I guess. I guess that's what they call it. Catch-22. Catch-22, right? Like, it's like, if you look at it like this, like, yo, take the money and it might not be enough for you to do X, Y, Z, but if you sign and they put you around certain niggas.
And then you gotta, like, that shit, I feel like that situation, you feel me, type shit, like, you gotta really be, you gotta know what you're getting yourself into. Because when you get into those situations and you a drill rapper, you not no fucking Uzi.
Yeah.
Uzi and shit, bro. Like, and then you gotta make sure you got control of your sound, you feel me?
That's a fact.
Like, that's very important. Because they can make it look good. They could put the money behind the bed and all that and make the shit look like $1 billion. But is it gonna ever move? Is it gonna
is it you?
They not gonna soak that up because that's not true.
That's a fact.
Like,
that's a fact. That's a good way to look at it.
You have your core fans that's going, feel me, that's still like, nah, feel me, I don't care what nobody say.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody said that yesterday.
For the most part, it's like, you feel me? Hell yeah, for the most part, though, people ain't gonna move to that. So you definitely gotta know what you're doing before you just sign these shits. You feel me? That's
true. That's a fact. Boom. Someone had a question. How did you meet Young M.A? How did that connection happen?
More so my cousin and shit. You feel me? My cousin is more so. My cousin is her brother.
Oh, okay.
Related type shit. Feel me? Same pops and shit. So, you know, that's gang. You feel me? Gang shit. We pulled up. We popped out to the hood and shit. You know, I learned a lot. You feel me?
Yeah.
At that time, I was on my music shit, but I wasn't really. You feel me? Like I wasn't. Like I said, I wasn't taking it serious type shit. And the song that I made that went viral, that shit wasn't even. I ain't even take that shit serious.
Yeah. Wow.
I just cooked that up on some fucking. Feel me? On some fast shit, just talking about real shit, life.
Yeah.
You feel me? And the shit went viral.
But I also seen you had opened up for her and shit like that. Like,
yeah.
What was those experiences like?
Legendary.
Yeah.
Legendary. OD. Definitely appreciate those moments too. You feel me? Those legendary moments.
Word.
For me, I was able to get around different type of people, see how this shit really go. You feel me? Like the motherfucking ins and outs about this shit, all that. You feel me? So that shit was definitely a crazy experience. And then being a drill rap, like the lane that I was in, it was like I was like, nigga, I was on a whole different type of level, baby.
Word.
From niggas then, like I was in a different mix, bro. I wouldn't even lie to you.
That's a fact. I know now you are taking it serious. Can the people expect a song or video with her in the future?
Hell yeah.
Bet.
Definitely.
Got you. Bet. You know, somebody a lot of people wanted to ask about was KJ Balla. You know, rest in peace. They wanted to know how close you were to him and what was the relationship you had with him.
KJ, that's bro. I wasn't on some music shit. That's more so a nigga like, you feel me? I could see, I could call, I could pull up on type shit, you feel me? Yeah. He wasn't everyday chilling on some everyday shit because of the age. The age is, you feel me?
He's younger, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but more so, you feel me? That was definitely somebody I knew, like other than music type shit. Wow.
Gotcha.
That shit is crazy.
Wow. Where were you when you heard what happened? That he had passed away?
I was in Miami.
Oh damn.
I was staying in Miami.
Oh, okay. At
I
that
was staying
time.
out there type shit for a little minute.
Yeah. What ran through your mind when you heard that?
I'm thinking about the guys, you feel me? Like his family, shit like that. Like, damn, like, that shit about to shake. This about to, you feel me? That shit at home type shit.
Yeah.
Or that shit fucked me up too, though.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. When you know, with so much things like that happening, like I feel like it's such a common story for us as black men to just grow up with people, like build good relationships with them, and somebody pass away.
That shit don't feel good. But like I said, I experienced this shit. Feel me? Like my cousin shit was. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know, down the line, it got. I can't say it got worse, but like shit got. You feel me? Got crazy. But that one right there was like. That shit rocked me young, so
yeah, bad. I also seen that you developed a relationship with Bobby Shmurda, and you even went to go see him.
Right.
You know, y'all discussed business, and even I think you were saying like when he comes home, y'all supposed to be working on some work. Is that in the works? Was that talked about? Where are y'all at with that right now?
I ain't speak to Bobby since he came home.
Okay.
Type shit. I speak to Fetty. I still speak to Fetty and shit like all the time. Type shit like here and there.
Gotcha.
Speak Rowdy. You feel me? I spoke to Rowdy a few times. You feel me? Type shit. But I ain't speak to Bobby or whatever. But we got a song. Already recorded.
Okay.
Got the stash. You feel me? But at that time, that shit like that sound. That's on that shit is really like the old Bobby.
Gotcha.
So he was on some shit like he wanted to make like a new song. But he didn't get a chance to get up yet. You know what I mean? You already know how that is for me, nigga. Busy just came on.
God, you probably want to be with family. Nigga missed like 7 years. Or bad. So then you I want to talk about Life Like Mine. You know, released that.
That's the new shit.
Facts. February 25th. You know, this year. You know, when I look at that cover, you know, I see so much going on in that cover. You know, what was you trying to explain to the people?
Basically, each, like, almost every picture on that shit, like, real life, like, the shit symbolized, like, it got, like, you feel me, and me, something, like, my cousin is on the shit, you feel me, up top. one of my day one niggas, you feel me, little brother or whatever, he just got killed recently, you feel me, CT, he was an up and coming rapper too, you feel me, but I knew him like since, you feel me.
He was
like,
young.
Young, I'm talking about fucking, he not even supposed to be in the room while we smoking weed, he in the room hiding, his mom's coming banging on the door and shit, you feel me, like get
Sorry
out the
to
room.
hear that, bro.
You feel me, that shit rocked me, and that was recent, that's like now type shit, you feel me. Each thing on there, you feel me, my son HD and Big Ops, I said Free Dollar doing the dub for Shaka talking and shit, you feel me?
Yeah.
Nigga snitched on my son HD, that was a nigga that was in my circle, you feel me? Like we had the same tats and shit, type shit, you feel me? Like nigga. And more so, young shit, you feel me? Niggas told my son got a dub, and that shit broke niggas apart, like on some like different shit, you feel me? Like jab, like a nigga don't even gotta die, could just be jabbed, that shit. Like, you really losing niggas.
You feel like mentally, it kind of...
Hell yeah, but on both ends, like on my end and on his end.
Okay.
Type shit. So it's like, that shit kind of crazy. That shit played like a main part in the music too, because it was him and my cousin that I was making music with too, you feel me, at a point in time. So that shit was crazy, but I felt like I had to put that on there because this is me. I'm expressing like me, you feel me?
Yeah.
Niggas, I had Jesus, you feel me? I dropped a tape called Jesus.
Jesus, yeah.
But, you know, that's just me being Jesus, you feel me? Talking about shit. Life Like Mine is like, is just basically symbolizing like shit that's took place in my life that really means something. Like, you feel me? Crazy.
Wow.
Crazy shit.
Word. And also, how about the message you wanted to convey to the people? Like, with every song, what did you want your listeners to walk away with?
To be honest, I just wanted to let them know I'm back on their ass, you feel me? Type shit. But,
Word.
You feel me? More so showing like versatility, you feel me? Definitely versatile. I tap into like the sound that's, you know, that niggas is doing and shit right now. Feel me? Kind of starting a whole nother little sound, you feel me? Type shit. The whole drill, double tap, crazy shit.
Yeah. It was definitely a diverse tape.
Yeah, hell yeah. You feel me? I'm also, I definitely feel like that. I feel like I definitely gave him that. And I still gave him G's, you feel me? I still gave him drill, like nigga, Big Ops America, King of Drill is crazy, bananas.
That, I'm not gonna lie to you, I want to know, my two favorite songs on the tape is No Sleep and King of Drill.
Yeah, No Sleep is that shit.
Yeah, I love No Sleep.
It's Grammy winning.
Yeah.
I know it's so funny that you just said that.
Yeah.
It's actually the two. That's actually the two songs that Apple gave a star to.
Oh, you see, that makes sense. That's
crazy.
That's actually Riley Lane's.
Yeah, shout out to Riley.
Wow.
The one that's on Raising Canaan theme song.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Shout out to Riley.
On,
shout out to Shervon.
A girl named Siobhan.
Yeah, I seen that was 2 features.
Yeah, two females in there.
Word. Nah, that shit, that
legendary.
Word. I'd like to know, you know, what was your favorite song on that project?
My favorite shit on it is
Turning, okay.
For me,
and why?
Well, it's more. You feel me?
Okay, go ahead.
I really don't got like a favorite.
Yeah.
Artist, like you feel me? But Turner, Lights.
Got you.
No Sleep for sure. You feel me?
Definitely, yeah.
Drunk in Miami. You feel me?
Drunk in Miami, smooth too. Yeah. There's this. One of the reasons why I love King of Drill is 2 things. Like hearing it made, like, put it like this. Let's say if nobody told me you wrote that song or recorded it, if I just heard it, I'd be that's a Jezz Gasoline song. Yeah, it sounded like that. Yeah, and exactly. And also there's that line. There's a line that stuck out to me. I'm like, damn, the Spliff Star line.
Oh yeah.
I was like, ooh, yeah.
My son, listen to
I know.
My boy, listen to
You know exactly what he talking
Yo. I was like, damn, 11 Busta Rhymes. You know, I was like, that whole double entendre was fire. Fire.
Good looking, bro.
Word, no doubt. If it say that, I don't know the line exactly. Say the line just for the people that don't know. You know what I'm saying?
What the fuck I said? Hold on. What the fuck I said?
What was you saying?
Niggas always be like, yo, what I said?
Hold on. I said, I really split a star. I was just bust rhymes.
That was fire.
40 Stein, but I got a Glock that's fun size. Shells flying out the steel drum. We in front line, nigga. I got my tool on me jewelry, why would I tuck mine? White nose, you better off playing with fire before you come touch mine.
There we go. There we go. Fire, man. So boom. You making a diverse tape right now. You know, do you feel like I'm sure you're gonna release something else. Do you feel like it would sound like this as well, or are you gonna go the more completely drill route? What route could you see yourself going?
I think I'm also like a lot. I like how this is right now though.
Yeah.
Like this little sound and shit. This little shit I'm having fun with right now. But definitely drill though, mother. Feel me?
Bad.
Turning ass up some drill shit.
Yeah. Maybe I feel like, you know what it is? I love this tape, but I'm also a person, I listen to everything. I listen to pop, R&B.
Okay, yeah,
so that's why I feel like that's why I love this. Is like I hate listening to a tape and it's the same thing.
Type shit, sound type shit straight through.
Yeah, and this I liked it because it's so diverse, but
It's a little bit of
everything.
Everything.
Yeah, but I could see like the youth, they want to just hear. They want to hear y'all talk about the dead, this and that.
This shit might be working for certain niggas. Like, it might work. You just gotta be good at what you doing. Cause if you,
Word.
I got a few shits. I got videos. I got some shit with Maino right now.
Yeah, seen you just shoot that.
Shit. Hell yeah, I got that. I got some. I got another single that I'm doing type shit called Camera Shot. That shit about to be crazy.
Gotcha.
That's on the next tape.
Yeah, that's on the next tape. But we on some shit like, for me, we just
next
like
tape
working.
almost done already.
Like, that shit almost done. I ain't gonna lie, I could talk my shit. That shit almost done.
There we go. That's what's up.
Like, we just like, especially right now, like I'm on the ass, you know. I ain't gonna hold you.
That's what's up.
Shout out to everybody doing anything though.
Word.